Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the SLED organization library. I'm going to demonstrate several features of the library and help you to navigate it better and improve your ability to find content. I can get to the SLED organization library from the SLED Enterprise portal by clicking on SLED organization library from the middle of the home page graphic. Once I'm on the landing page, I see a brief description of the library contents and a Getting Started area. A link to this tutorial is available from the Getting Started area. You will notice several columns of links. These will take you to this content in the library. Each column has a heading to further categorize the links underneath it. For example, under the Org Communications heading, I can click on Newsletters and I'm taken to a list of all published newsletters. The most current in this list is displayed first. And if I scroll down, I can see that there's also a Leaders newsletter. The Leaders newsletter, as indicated, is restricted access. So I must be either an account leader or a SLEDmore in order to view those newsletters. You will notice that once in the organization library, there are two links on the left-hand navigation menu, also referred to as the Quick Launch bar. One link is to the SLED organization library, which takes you to the default view on the library, which we'll cover a little bit later. And the other is back to the SLED organization landing page, and I'm actually going to take that link. So the landing page, the purpose is to assist in navigation of SLED organization library contents. From the landing page, you can choose to go directly to the SLED organization library, and this would take you to the default view that's set up on the library. The one on the SLED organization library is by document type, so it shows all the document types, and then there's a listing of all the files grouped under that document type, and next to the document type is the number of files that are under it. So you can use the drop down arrow to the right of the default view, and you can see all the views available and change the view as necessary. For example, I may want to see all document types but with the files collapsed, so I can click on the By Document Collapsed. This avoids having to scroll way down to see all the various types. I could also choose to look at the library content by capability area collapsed. So I can go back up to my views and I can select by capability area collapsed. So this view shows me all the same content in the organization library, but by strategic capability or organizational area. So most columns of information displayed in any view can be filtered. And when you set up a view, you determine what library columns, also known as metadata, to expose in the view. When you place your mouse over the column name, you will notice that there's a drop down arrow to the right of the name. And if you see that drop down arrow, that means that that column can be filtered. I typically prefer to filter using a view that does not have the information collapsed. So to demonstrate, I will use the By Capability Area view, but with the content not collapsed. So I'm going to change my view. I'm going to go to By Capability Area, and now it's the same set of groupings, but I have all the files exposed under each capability area. So I can filter this view on just a single capability area. So I'm going to go over to the Capability Owning Area column, and I'm going to select Program and Project Management. You can see that there are 35 files published to the SLED organization library that are associated with the PPM area. I can further filter on just the document type of standard. So I can go over to the document type and select standard. And you can see there are 3 SLED standards available from the organization library that are associated with the program and project management area. Use the exposed metadata to find information about the file before actually launching the file to view it. Also notice that when I have filters on the library, that the actual URL address is very, very long. There's a nice handy little tool in the organization library that's been set up specifically for the library that allows you to actually get the link to view properties. And if I click get link to view properties, notice that regardless of the metadata that I had exposed in the view I'm using, it displays all the metadata for any file. The other great thing about get link to view properties is that it uses the internal ID of the file as stored in the library for the link. So the link is also always very small, and it's a nice one to copy and then paste into maybe an email message or any MS Office document that you'd want to include that had a link to the schedule management standard. This link will always take you to all of the metadata properties, also to reinforce that you're linking to the right file. So this has been a brief intro to the SLED organization library. Thanks for watching.